Hello, Professor. This is the video presentation on career growth, salary, job satisfaction, and organizational culture influence the employee turnover, presented by Abdul Rahim, Arshdeep, Desson, Theesa, and myself, Sandip Chetri. Before we begin, we'd like to take a moment to thank you for your continuous support and guidance throughout this course. Without any further delay, now let's dive into our presentation. Why do employees quit their job? It's a question many HR and top level managers keep asking themselves, as employee turnover is a critical issue for any organization, especially after COVID, as employment and work design has rapidly shifted. Organizations spend large chunk of their budget in HR planning, training, motivation, and their career development. Over the years, many researchers have attempted to answer this question of what exactly determines employees' intentions to quit their jobs. So far, there are numerous factors like career development, work-life balance, job security, honest culture, etc. However, it lacks consistency, making it further challenging. In this topic, we will be mainly focusing on four factors: career development, career growth, salary, job satisfaction, and organizational culture that highly influence the employee turnover. The first one is career growth. In simple terms, career growth refers to the advancement in skills and knowledge as well as the challenges while acquiring new skills and resources in a chosen field over a period of time. If an employee sees an opportunity and room for growth within the organizations, the employee tends to show a positive attitude and emotion toward work, and they tend to stay with the organization for the long term. However, if the employee feels that they are stagnant in the position for a long time, they tend to change their job and organization. The next one is salary. Do employees make their decision based on their pay? The simple answer is no. Based on the studies done on the article, the simple answer is no. However, it's a bit complex. There are numerous factors like bonus, compensation, and other things that needs to be taken into consideration. The next one is job satisfaction. In simple terms, job satisfaction refers to the degree to which an employee is satisfied with their job and the organizations, as well as the organizational work culture. It's an umbrella term that encompasses a wide range of terms like career growth, organizational culture, structure, leadership, etc. Mm. It is found that if the employee is satisfied with the work and their organizational cultures, overall work environment, they tend to be more positive and dedicated toward their work and the organizations, reducing employee turnover. However, if they are dissatisfied with their employees, they tend to shift toward turn turnover. And the last one is organizational culture. Organizational culture encompasses all the values, norms, implicit and explicit rules that are embodied in the organizations, and it highly influences the attitude of the employee. If the organization has a strong organizational culture, it fosters a sense of belongingness and purpose to the employees, thereby reducing the chance of employee turnover. However, if the organization has weak organizational culture, they tend to shift toward the new organizations that appreciate their value and feel where they feel valued and appreciated. Now I'll hand over to the Arshdeep, who will walk us through the major OVHR issues that are found in this topic. Over to you, Arshdeep.
Hello everyone, and my name is Arshdeep Singh. And after Sandeep, I will be discussing four key factors that significantly influence employee turnover: career advancement opportunities, salary, job satisfaction, and organizational culture. And the first one is career advancement opportunities. Career advancement is a major factor in whether employees choose to stay or leave an organization. Factors such as effective training, adaptability, and opportunities outside the organization can heavily influence the decision. And growth opportunities not only drive motivation but also build employee loyalty. When employees see no clear path for advancement, they often feel stuck, leading to frustration and resignation. Industries like accounting and public service, where career progression is well structured, tend to experience lower turnover rates. And the second one is salary as a factor in retention. Compensation is often cited as a critical factor in retaining employees. Higher pay, occupied with bonuses and comprehensive benefits, can reduce absenteeism and turnover. However, while salary is important, it is rarely the sole reason for retention or departure. Many employees prioritize meaningful work, recognition, and career development over monetary benefits. Studies have shown that dissatisfaction with management or lack of engagement is often a stronger driver of turnover than salary alone. And going further, the third one is job satisfaction as a cornerstone for uh, retention. Job satisfaction is a cornerstone of employee retention. Factors like fair pay, positive workplace conditions, strong relationships with colleagues, and opportunities for growth contribute significantly to satisfaction. And satisfied employees tend to perform better and remain committed to their organizations, reducing recruitment and training costs. On the other hand, dissatisfaction, whether from poor working conditions, lack of recognition, or unfulfilled expectations, can quickly lead to higher turnover rates. And the last but not the least is organizational culture's role in turnover. Organizational culture plays a foundational role in employee retention. Positive cultures that encourage open communication, trust, and recognition foster employee loyalty, while toxic uh, toxic environment drive higher turnover. A strong organizational culture promotes motivation, collaboration, and overall job satisfaction. When employees feel supported and valued, they are more likely to stay and contribute meaningfully. So that's all. Thank you, everyone, and over to you, Thessa.
So, hi everyone. My part is all about additional scholar support. I'm Tessa May Pampilo. So, I have here two articles, which is The Career Growth and Turnover by Taimon et al. 2010 and Job Satisfaction and Turnover by Hertzberg et al. 1959. So, career growth and turnover. This article emphasizes the importance of perceived career growth in fostering employee engagement and reducing turnover. So there are three career growth. First is promotion, second skill building, and the third one is cross-functional opportunities. Employees who see a clear trajectory for advancement are more committed, engaged, and loyal. So for example, a junior employee in a leadership training program is less likely to seek external opportunities. This approach also reduces recruitment and training costs while retaining institutional knowledge. The second one is Job Satisfaction and Turnover by Hertzberg et al. 1959. It highlights intrinsic motivators as key to job satisfaction like recognition, challenging work, growth opportunities. Hygiene factors that prevent dissatisfaction but don't create lasting satisfactions are fair pay and safe condition. So a balanced approach is crucial, ensuring fair policies while providing opportunities for intrinsic rewards, such as performance recognition and reduces turnover risk. The third, last is integration of Timon and Hexberg's theories. So both studies are agreed that combining career development with supportive environments reduces turnover. Simon's focus on career opportunities aligns with Hertzberg's intrinsic motivators, while hygiene factors support commitment. Together, they highlight the need for a culture that values growth and fairness, creating loyalty and reducing turnover. That would be all. Thank you so much.
Uh, uh, Hello, my name is Abdul Rahim. I'm here to talk about the strength and weakness of the articles. So I will give an overview of the article, the strength and weakness. The article discusses factors influencing employee turnover. such as career growth, job satisfaction, salary, and workplace culture. Even though the article also tried to provide a practical tips for reducing turnover, but the article lacks real world data and theoretical framework in doing the analysis. So I will just go straight into the strength of the article. The strength of the articles is they have a comprehensive literature review. The papers trying to combine findings from multiple studies, offering a well-rounded perspective on employee turnover. Then combine diverse findings for both understanding of turnover. Also, the paper also had a practical focus. The paper effectively bridged the gap between the theory and the practice by translating theoretical concept into an actionable insight for organizations. Then the fourth one, the articles also provide actionable solution, e.g., enhancing career growth and job satisfaction. Then the fifth one is organized structure. The paper is well organized with a clear division that allows for focused discussion and each factor influencing turnover. And lastly, on the strength of the paper, clear section on career growth, salary, and the culture, culture and improvement. Then I'll talk about the weakness of the article. Number one is methodolog- methodological constraint. The article only uses existing research and it does not include real-world data or experiment. Number two is relies on existing research without empirical data. Number three, the articles is so simple, it's simplistic. It has a very simplistic analysis. It does not clearly distinguish between perceive and actual career growth, which limit understanding of how each affect turnover. Then number four, it ignores nuance like pay transparency and toxic subculture. Number five, insufficient theoretical framework. No theoretical framework was adopted in the article. And lastly, it misses OBH, organizational behavior in HR, in human resource management theories, and insight from psychology and sociology. So these are the strength and weakness of the article. I'll pass over to Sandip. Sandip, you can proceed.
Hi, so my name is Desson. I'm the actual one who's gonna proceed next. We highly recommend for the article to include the following elements for it to be properly define the reasons for employee turnover. The original article only used career growth, job salary, job satisfaction, and organizational culture. However, there are elements as well that affect turnover in a company. The first one is a deeper analysis of organizational culture dimensions. There are many organizational work culture in every company. There are some aggressive work culture. There are some outcome-oriented work culture. Some are stable. Depending on the work culture of the organization, uh, employees leave their jobs because some of the work culture are very aggressive and they could not cope to the changes. And some work cultures are very stable, which makes the employees stay in that company. Organizations should make strategies and plans according to their work culture so that employees would stay. Another one is identifying workplace attitudes. Different employees have different attitudes towards their workplace. Some employees have positive attitude, which makes them more engaged, more loyal, and which makes them stay in the company, while some employees have negative attitudes, which makes them less engaged and which makes them absent more, and they have a higher chance to leave. It's also important to include this in the article, in the original article, so that it could show a more importance on the more importance on the work attitude of the workplace. Another one is OBHR theories like Lewin's change model. Change is very difficult for some employees to cope with, and OBHR theories like Lewin's change model emphasis on the changing process of how employees could adapt to the changes. If an employee is uncomfortable and they cannot adapt, they would leave. So Lewin's change model suggests a three steps: unfreezing, changing, and refreezing, which refers uh, to the introduction of changes, which helps employees get used to it. The actual changing process, where the employees employees receive training or orientation on the change process, and the refreezing method, where the organization incentivize people who retains the change so that the change will stay permanent. And the other last one is organizational justice. Whenever there is uh, talk of career growth, job salary, promotion, and such, there could be often injustice amongst those things. If employees feel that there's injustice among these things, they will feel betrayed and will leave the organization. So, including topics such as organizational justice is important for the original article to showcase that equality and fairness is important in employee retention. These are the factors that we will highly recommend for the original article to be more reliable. And we concluded that the original article has a high emphasis on career growth, salary, job satisfaction, and a basic dive into organizational culture. But it needs more data and it requires more elements to make it more reliable. So this concludes our presentation. Thank you very much.